I would think this is a really good example of what's going on. We're at Best Ever Conference, and there's actually this year in 2025 fewer attendees than the year before, which is unusual because typically things just continue to grow every year. You know, more attendees, bigger speakers, bigger venue. But this year is a shrinking, and so it's kind of emblematic, I think, of the cycle. And I can't think of any better signal of opportunity. Not saying that this is exactly happening right now, but if someone kind of walked into this room from the conference and they said, multifamily, why are you investing in that? That's a bad investment. You're going to lose money. Like when
so many people are getting capital called, and there's properties foreclosing. You don't want to invest.
Yeah,
in
why
that.
would you do that? Right, like that investor sentiment would be a good marking of the cycle and the opportunity.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, and the flip side of that is you go back to say 21 or 22, and I got into an Uber to drive to the airport or whatever, and the Uber driver's telling me how amazing it is to be investing into real estate right now. And that's when you're
market tells.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really overly scientific about that, but when your Uber driver's telling you really should be investing into something, you got to question some of it, right?
So I want to go back to the merger, and I want to specifically talk about your investors and talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I know you have spent some time talking to your major investors,
Absolutely.
letting them know about the change and giving them the update. So how does this transition benefit your existing investors that are now joining the Lone Star team?
Yeah, and it's a great question, and one that's actually fairly simple and easy to answer, because what it does is the availability of you talk about Craig and Dasha and all the other support staff that we're actually going to be able to bring to them in the deals that we're doing is something that's going to be different, right, than what they've had before. Not only that, the deals are a little bit larger. They have we have more people that we're able to feed to it. When I talk about the human capital side of it at the beginning, I mean, there's a lot more support associated with their investment.